Welcome friends. Let us see this question. This question says an ideal spring is hung from the ceiling and a pan of mass m. See, this is an ideal spring, right? And this is the pan having mass m, right? Is suspended from the end of the spring. As you can see, this is suspended from this spring. See, this is its natural length, right? This is the position of its natural length, right? But due to the weight of this pan, right, this is extended. So the d is this extended length, right? Stretched length d, right? This is mentioned here. A piece of clay also of mass m. So this is the clay of mass m, right? Is then dropped from a height h, and it is dropped from a height h, right, onto the pan and stick to it. So it will drop, right? It will drop. It means its velocity is in 0 initially here, and it is dropped on the pan and it is stick to it. Since it is a clay, so it will be stick to it, right? Express all the algebraic answers in terms of the given quantities and fundamental constant. So let's friends start this question. So the first question is, determine the speed of the clay at the instant it hits the pan, right? When this clay will hit the pan, what will be its velocity, right? We can apply the conservation of energy here, right? So let us suppose our reference line is this, right? Initially, let us suppose this is our reference line. So what we can write? We can write initial potential energy, that is the mgh, right, plus kinetic energy will be 0, should be equal to potential energy will be 0 plus half mv square, right? So from here you can see, right, this mass and mass will get cancelled out. So v square is equal to under root 2gh, and let's see our answer. Sorry, this will be v, right? So this will be v. Don't need to write square. So this is the answer of v is equal to under root 2gh, and let us check. Our answer is in terms of given algebraic constants, right? For example, this h is given, right? This is fundamental constant. G is our fundamental constant. This is our fundamental constant, right? So our answer is this. Let us see part B, right? Determine the speed of the pan just after the clay strikes it, right? When the clay will strike this pan, right, this pan will get disturbed, right? There will be a collision here, right? Due to this collision, there will be disturbance in this pan and its velocity will be something, right? So we can apply here conservation of momentum. There is a collision, right? There is a collision between this clay and the pan, right? So if we take the system, first of all we consider our system of clay plus this pan, right? Our system is clay plus pan, and there is no net force, right? There is no net force on this system, right? So net force is equal to 0, because at the time of collision there will be a force on pan and equal and opposite force on the clay also. So net force will be 0. So we can apply the conservation of momentum. We can apply the conservation of momentum. Let us apply the conservation of momentum. We can write Pi is equal to Pf. Okay, so initially what is the momentum, right? What is the momentum of clay? We can write momentum of clay plus momentum of pan initially should be equal to momentum of clay plus momentum of pan finally, right? Let us apply it. So what is the momentum of clay initially? It is in rest, so this will be No, initially this will be rest here, but we have to apply conservation of momentum at the time of collision, right? We have to apply the conservation of momentum at the time of collision. So at the time of collision, it has the velocity of, right? It has the velocity. We have calculated this in part first, right? Please see. So this will be mass into, let us suppose its velocity is Vc. C stands for clay, right? So let us suppose this is m into Vc plus our pan. Pan is basically initially at rest. So its momentum will be 0, will be equal to, right? And since both the bodies stick together after the collision, so mass will be m plus m, and their common velocity, let us suppose that is the v, right? Let us suppose this is the v dash. So we can calculate it, m into Vc should be equal to 2m into v dash. See, mass of clay, right? Mass of clay and mass of pan is same. That's why I have written here capital M plus capital M. So this capital M will get cancelled out, and you can find v dash will be equal to Vc divided by 2. So this is our answer, but we can't leave this, right, in this format. We have to convert this into our given quantities. Vc is not our given quantity. Our given quantity is different, like d, g, h. So we have to convert this Vc. We know the value of Vc, that is equal to under root 2gh and divided by 2. So its answer will be this, right friends? So this will be your answer of part B. Let us see its C part. See, what is the C part? In the C part, it is asking determine the period of simple harmonic motion, right? So we know the formula of simple harmonic motion. What is the formula of simple harmonic motion? T is equal to 2 pi under root m by k. Right friends, this is the formula of time period for the simple harmonic motion. So what should be its answer? So C part, T should be equal to 2 pi under root, and what will be the mass? See friends, since this clay will stick to this pan, right? So this m and this m, right, both the masses will oscillate together. So the total mass will be m plus m, and the spring constant, that is the k. So this will be equal to 2 pi under root 2m divided by k. But we okay, so this will be your answer, but we don't have the value of k, right? Please see, we don't have the value of k, so we can't leave our answer in this stage or in this format. We have to substitute this k in the given quantities. So how we can find this k? Please see, initially let us suppose its spring constant is k. So at this position, at equilibrium position, right, so we can write, right, kx, it means k into d should be equal to m into g, right friends? At this position, see, the mass of pan, that is the weight of pan, is equal to mg downward, and spring force, that is the fs, is equal to k times into d, will balance each other, right? So we can find k from here as mg divided by d, right friends? So we can substitute the value of k. So t is equal to 2 pi under root 2m divided by k. K is what? Mg upon d. So d will goes in the numerator, right? So we can cancel out this m, and m will get cancelled out, and you will get t is equal to 2 pi under root 2d upon g, and this is in our given constants, right? D is given, g is fundamental constant, right? So this completes our part C. Let us see part D, right friends? D, determine the distance the spring is stretched from its initial unstretched length. So we have to find what is the displacement from the initial, right? Let us suppose this is y. So we have to determine the distance the spring is stretched from its initial unstretched length at the moment the speed of the pan is maximum, right? So the speed is maximum. As we know, friends, the speed will be maximum when oscillating body, whatever the oscillating body is, when the oscillating body is at equilibrium position, right friends? We have seen this concept in many questions, right? You may watch previous videos. I have explained this concept, right? So when will be it at equilibrium position, right? So at equilibrium position, right, net force will be equal to 0, right friends? At equilibrium position, net force will be equal to 0. But what is our oscillating body? I have written here oscillating body. Please see, oscillating body is not alone your pan, not alone your clay. Our oscillating body is this clay and this pan both, right? So the equilibrium position will be not here. Equilibrium position will be not here, little bit downside, right? So how we can find this? So at equilibrium position, right, at equilibrium position, the spring force will be K into Y should be equal to, right, weight mg. And what will be the mg? Mass of clay plus mass of pan into g. So we can find K times into Y is equal to 2 mg, right? So we can find Y is equal to 2 mg divided by K. Again, we can't leave our answer at this stage. Why? We don't have given the value of K, so we have to substitute it, right? So this will be 2 mg divided by the value of K is, see, mg upon d. So this will be mg and d will go upside in the numerator, so you will get, that is the 2d, right? So Y is equal to 2d, right friends? So at the 2d displacement, right, this Y is equal to 2d, the speed of this oscillating body will be maximum, right friends? Let us see part E. See, in part E, the clay is now removed from the pan, right? The clay was here, right, or here. So this clay is removed. According to question, this is removed and the pan is returned to its equilibrium at the end of the spring. A rubber ball of mass m, in this place, right, in the place of this clay ball, we have replaced it by a rubber ball, right? And it is dropped from the same height h onto the pan after the collision is caught in mid-air before hitting anything else. Indicate whether the period of resulting simple harmonic motion of the pan is greater than or less than or same. See, the period of oscillation of oscillating body will be t is equal to 2 pi under root m by k. But please see friends, when we replace this clay by the rubber ball, right, we know the rubber ball will bounce back, right? So the mass of the oscillating body, so mass of our oscillating body will decrease. It will not in contact with the pan, right? So mass of the oscillating body will be decreased. So this m that is this m mass of the oscillating body will decrease, so your time period will also decrease, right? So its answer should be, the time period will be less than the original one, that is the in part C. So I hope you understood this question very well. If you like this video, right, so please like and subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching.